This is Middle Class Matt, and I am the sports genius. Now, I've been picking the NFL playoff games. I did very well during the regular season, about 2 out of 3 on my picks. Wanted to be at about 70% for the season. Not quite there. Should get there next year. Outpicked many of the experts when you look at their records. During the playoffs last year, I did 9 of 11. This year, I am so far 7 of 10, which still isn't bad, 70%. If I get this one right in the NFL, I'm in the NFL Championship, Super Bowl, I'm going to be 8 of 11. It's not too bad. The team that's fooled me, and this is kind of weird, are the Ravens. Now, I knew the Ravens were going to play with passion and play with heart, but they were going to play for Ray Lewis. I just thought the odds were so stacked against them going to Denver and being tired and already playing and being banged up all year and just getting healthy, and you don't ever know if somebody's going to get healthy and come back and get re-injured again. But they have defied all the odds and been the first team, I believe I was heard it said, that has overcome a touchdown, being a touchdown underdog 2 games in a row in the playoffs. So it's going to be hard for me to bet against them now. Now, I will say this, even though my eyes have told me that I didn't love them in the last 2 games and I didn't pick them, if you go back and you look at my AFC preview videos, where I preview the different AFC conferences, or actually I have a playoff AFC and NFC preview, I picked the Ravens preseason to be in the Super Bowl. So, probably not a lot of people did that. I did. So check that out. Show you that the sports genius, the battle-tested weekend warrior, is on his game still. Even though I haven't been, like I said, I've been all right. I've been pretty good in the playoffs so far. So now picking this game. The 49ers to me are the more complete team. They just are. And I look at them and I want to pick them. I do. But it's hard to go against the Ravens because they keep defying the odds. So I look at it and I think the odds are against the Ravens. I think I looked, you guys tell me if this is wrong, but I think it was like 3.5 or 4 that the 49ers were picked by. I'd take that. I'd pick the Ravens. I think the Ravens are going to win. I think they'll beat it. So I think that's a safe bet. If you're betting out there, I'd bet on the Ravens because when you've got another team favored, that's an easy bet. So I believe that they'll. Now, I'm trying to remember what the total points about it was. I don't think they'd cover that. I'd be scared to go there. But I definitely think the Ravens can pull the upset, win this game, and if the 49ers are favored, that's a good bet. But it's because the Ravens keep defying all the odds. They keep, you look at them and you think, this team's not going to be the team. They're going to finally sputter, and they're finally going to run out of gas. They just don't. They're playing for Ray Lewis, who is one of the great leaders of men. Because I look at the 49ers defense, and I think it's better than the Ravens defense. And I think it can shut down the Ravens offense, more importantly. And then I look at the 49ers offense. The Ravens offense may be a little bit better, but not a lot. And then I look at the way the 49ers match up with the Ravens, and I think they can score points on them. But I will tell you, other than Ray Lewis and the motivational factor and playing, above their abilities, they're healthy. They've remained healthy. They have a veteran squad. Ray Lewis has been there before. They've also been in the playoffs before. Now, the other theory goes, and the human theory is my favorite, is that the 49ers are so new to this that they won't be scared. Kind of like the way New England was when they beat the Rams. They just came into it and they were all so young and, almost, I want to say rookies, but, second, third year players, a lot of them. Brady was a young player, and it just didn't seem to faze him. But I think the veteran leadership of the Ravens, especially Joe Flacco, who's been so good, and I think he is just, look at his demeanor and how serious he is, how focused he is. He is ready to take that step to being an elite quarterback. Now, I do something called don't buy the hype, and that's when the media talks about something over and over and over and over, and it's not important. I will buy the hype on the John and Jim hardball discussion. Not because they're brothers and all the stupid stuff people have talked about. The media can talk about they talk about everything but sports. But because I think Jim's the better coach. So I think they have a lot of advantages. Defensively, like I said, offensively, they're probably just as good. They've got the better coach. But Joe Flacco and Ray Lewis, the leaders of this team, I think will propel them. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be an exciting, hard-hitting, physical game. Now, when I say exciting, I don't mean they're going to score 40 points on each other. It's just going to be one, just as they say down south, slobber knocker after another. I mean, they're just going to be putting licks on each other. And I think it's going to be a close game. One of the disadvantages for the 49ers is their kicker. And if it comes down to a field goal, and many Super Bowls do, the Ravens have an advantage. So I just can't go away from the Ravens. I picked them to get to the Super Bowl preseason. I'm sticking with them. I think they're going to be, focused. They're motivated, and they're veteran. And so this is their time. And they know it's their only chance with this team to do it. So anyway, check out all my videos, my past NFL videos I told you about. Check out my basketball videos. I did a video about Austin Rivers back when he was playing at Duke. Check that out. Very funny. You'll have a lot of fun with that. So check them out, and I'll see you next time. This is Middle Class Matt.